There we go. All right. Hello, D-Gens. Welcome to Degenerate Takes. I, of course, am the Brofix one, AJ. Happy Sunday, September 21st, 2025, Week 3 NFL action coming at you today. Before I go any further, do just want to take a moment. Shout out to everyone watching here on Rumble, over on YouTube, X, TikTok. Y'all are the best. If you like what we're cooking, please hit those like buttons, hit the follow buttons. Does help out a lot more than you know. Here's the game plan, y'all. Here's the game plan. We're going to go ahead, get in here, break down some games. If you got any fantasy football questions, drop them in the chat, and we'll figure everything else out from there. But I do want to go ahead and start with the early slate. Obviously, we're not going to start with the late slate, but got some good matchups coming up early here. And really, it's just football's back. You got to enjoy every snap. I know not all the games are great, but you got to enjoy it because in a couple months, we're going to be bitching about the fact there ain't no football. So just remember that. But let's go ahead and get into it. Starting us off with the Rams and the Eagles. Rams coming in as 3.5-point dogs on the road here, plus 152 on the money line. 45.5 is the total. And I got to be honest, Eagles getting a lot of money here, getting a lot of bets here. 63% of the bets, 47% of the money, so slightly more money coming in on the Rams. Line has moved a little bit from 4.5 to 3.5, and the public is firmly all over the money line at 92% of the bets, 90% of the money on the Eagles. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I like this Eagles team, and they seem to be, very much of what they were last year. Now, it has been reported that the officials got a memo saying, hey, y'all need to start, getting this one together. Y'all need to start tightening up these calls with the tush push. And so we'll see if that does take as much of an effect as we think it might, which it could. It could. If we get Jalen Hurts in 3rd and long, 3rd and 5 or something like that, and 3rd and 6, and he doesn't, hasn't shown, I think, that he's great in that position, I would be worried. So I am going to be on the Rams here, plus the 3.5. I'm going to sprinkle that money line plus the 152. And I like it, man. I like it a lot. Who are you looking at? Omari and Hampton, Vinny, or Golden? That's who you're looking at? Hampton or Golden? Packers, Browns. I mean, Browns has as much as we love to shit talk the Browns aren't playing terribly. I mean, Kevin Stefanski is a great head coach, and Joe Flacco's elite. And that defense can get running. With that being said, I mean, Baltimore did go ahead and put their nuts on their face, and it does feel like the Packers are going to do something similar. And so I would be looking at Golden probably. Omari and Hampton, just haven't seen it out of him. And, this Broncos defense is supposed to be good, so maybe, the Chargers do decide to run the football a little bit more here and go in. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I think you're rolling the dice with Omari and Hampton. He's one of those guys that I would want to see get some snaps and get some points for me before I actually, go with it. Matthew Golden, isn't he injured, though? Did he come off the injury report? No, Tucker Kraft was who went on the injury report. I'm getting all these players mixed up. But, dude, I'm liking Golden today over Hampton. I do think Jordan Love and the boys are going to get it done on offense for those Green Bay Packers, especially if Tucker Kraft is out. Look for him to use those receivers a little bit more. Tucker or Laporta, I mean, I'm sorry. My setup is a little bit different today, so I'm just getting used to it. I didn't have half the stuff I needed up. Do we have the official Minnesota? No. I mean, if Tucker Kraft's playing, and I assume he is, I'm waiting on it because he's a big part of my fantasy lineup. But no, I mean, I like Tucker Kraft. I think Sam Laporta is going to play fine. I think the Lions are going to have a really good game today. But yeah, that offense feels a little hot and cold. Feels a little hot and cold. With that being said, though, I think the Ravens defense is about to get exposed tomorrow. I do think the Ravens defense is about to get exposed tomorrow. So I would keep an eye out for that. Ethan, thank you, brother. Appreciate you, dog. What else are we looking at? Or, well, Ethan, you shot it out to me. Do you got anything in here that I'm just missing? I don't see it. Ethan, you'll go to the top of the list, brother. Thank you so much. Emike Sutton or Swift at the flex. Listen, I don't think it's it's undeniable how much of an effect Emike Ibuka has had on this team, especially with just everything that's around him. And so I would be looking at Emike if he's fully healthy, if he's not on a pitch count. But Sutton, I can't trust that. I can't trust that Denver team. I can't trust that Denver team. I just can't. I can't. And DeAndre Swift, I don't know. Again, I think that Ravens defense is fraudulent, but I like Emike Ibuka a lot. Ethan, I see it now. Sorry about that, brother. Kyron, Hollywood Brown, flex, Xavier's out. Yeah, go give me Kyron Williams, bro. Give me Kyron Williams. And don't get me wrong, I think this Rams... I think the Eagles defense is going to give the Rams some trouble. But the way Kyron's been able to run the ball, the way he has been running the ball, and the way they use him, I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. That that D-line for the Eagles doesn't look as sharp as it did last year, which I think is a little bit concerning. We talk a little bit about, in the past how the Eagle, you come off a Super Bowl and you might be a lot of the same team, but you might not you might not retain that same fight because you've already been there, done that. Hate to say it like that, but that's kind of what I see sometimes. And so that's where I'm kind of at with the Eagles right now. But again, just me. But shout out again to Ethan. Texans D or Cardinals D? Ooh. I mean, I don't like either of them this week, if I'm going to be completely honest. Love my Cardinals. I think we're playing really good right now. I do kind of like that matchup against Mac Jones, but it's Kyle Shanahan. It's Kyle Shanahan. If he wants his quarterback to go out and have a good day, he's going to go out and have a good day. Yes, the 49ers are seriously injured, but Kyle Shanahan is great at putting that team together as a next man up mentality. And so that is my worry. Plus, literally anybody that plays defense for the Arizona Cardinals is injured. Anybody that plays defense for the Cardinals is injured. It's unbelievable. With that being said, though, I do think the Texans defense is one of the weaker points here. I think Jackson, I hope this is a get right game for them, but Trevor Lawrence has been playing really well. And so, that secondary has been, questionable the last couple of years, even when they've been on these runs. So I would be looking for Trevor Lawrence to have a good day. Flip a coin. I think you're screwed either way, but I'd probably go with my cards. Zach in the chat. You should be my wide receiver. Dobbs, Moore, Kupp, Hunter, or Jameson Williams. Let's go ahead and take Moore out of there. Let's go ahead and take DJ Moore out of there because Bears. I like the potential with Romeo Dobbs. I wish I could see a little bit more out of Romeo Dobbs that I haven't been able to see yet. But maybe we'll figure it out with him. And I do think Jordan Love is trying to get him more into the game plan and more involved. But I would be looking at Dobbs. Kupp. Kupp's not playing bad, but you always run into Sam Darnold, maybe, seeing ghost or something like that. And Jameson Williams just so hot and cold. I'd probably go Romeo Dobbs. Shout out, Zach. Also, I'm all over the Packers today. Have I told you guys that yet? Oh, my God. Packers, Browns. Packers, 7.5-point favorites. Thank you, sir. Can I have some more? Tega in the chat. J.K. Dobbins or Garrett Wilson at flex. I mean, as much as I've been shitting on the Ravens defense, the Lions defense is just as bad. I'm looking at the Ravens. I mean, it's going to be a tie game. 53.5 is the total. I'm looking at the over there. Baltimore being 4.5-point favorites, probably looking at the Lions there. I think the Lions are going to have a very good game and put up a lot of points. But yeah, that's where I'm at. I forgot the question. I'm sorry. The chat was moving fast. But Colts Titans, dude, I can't believe the Colts aren't 7-point favorites. Like, Cam Ward's look good, but no one on the Titans can catch a football. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. And so, I mean, unless all of a sudden they figure out how to catch footballs this week, give me the Colts 5.5. Love that. Bet you the public's all over the Colts too. I just want to check that real quick. Yeah, 53% of the bet, 68% of the money. And that line's moved aggressively. Colts were 1.5-point dogs, moving up to 5.5. I like that. All right. TikTok chat, what you got? Lil Laro, that's how you say it. J.K. Dobbins, Garrett, or Monty. Ooh. I don't hate Monty, but again, I think the Lions defense is just as bad as the Ravens defense. I'd probably go Dobbs. Oh, wait, Dobbins isn't on the Ravens. The fuck am I on? He's playing with the Chargers now, right? Too many fucking names in my head. No Broncos. No, fucking bench his ass. Bench his ass. You're going to trust fucking Bo Picks? No, thank you. No, thank you. I knew I didn't like him for some reason. Still early. Egbuka or Marv this week? Ooh. Egbuka. Dude, listen, I love Egbuka. I'm worried about that injury. I'm worried about how serious it is. Marvin Harrison Jr., he's bigger, he's faster, he's stronger, still can't catch a football. And I hate it. I hate it a lot. I really wish he could do better. But nah, man, I mean, I think you're pretty fine either way. I kind of like the Cardinals matchup a little bit more just because I think the Buccaneers are going to get ahead very quickly and just stop. They don't really need to worry about it. Ooh, Nolan wants to know if he can pick up a quarterback this morning. Let me go check my waivers. Give me 1 second, bud. Because, I mean, you're dealing with a lot of quarterback injuries early here. Again, there's the backup bowl. What is that the early? No, it's in the early slate, isn't it? Thank God that is not going to make it to my TV. Bengals, Vikings. Although it might make it to my TV because that might just be bad enough that it's great. You know what I mean? All right, so just going off of where my league's at. Let's look at the QBs. Honestly, if you can pick up Cam Ward, I don't think that Cam Ward's a bad choice. And this is just who's in my league. I wouldn't do Tua. Oh, he's on waivers anyway. Aaron Rodgers, I think he's going to have a fine day in New England. I think this is going to be a nice bounce back game for Pittsburgh. I'd stay away from Sam Darnold. If you want to get frisky, I mean, that Marcus Mariota, if you really want to get frisky, you can pick up Wilson, Stafford, Williams, Mariota, and more. Bro, I'm telling you, if you want to get frisky, you want your boys to turn some heads and be like, what the hell is this guy thinking? Drop Marcus Mariota in your lineup. He'll play fine. I mean, he's a solid backup. He's a good quarterback. Not one you want starting all season for you, but he's good enough to get you enough points. Projected at 17, brah. Have some fun. This is fantasy. Have some fun. Rip it. Or honestly, Russell Wilson's a frisky pick too. Going to Kansas City, that defense is going to get tired quick. I would look for Wilson to just, throw for 500 yards again because Russell Wilson decided he can do that all of a sudden in a game. Myers or McMillan? I want to pick McMillan. I want to pick Millen, but I love what Jacoby Myers has been putting at. Gino, I know, had a bad game, but I think it's, he has those type of games, so nothing I'm overly concerned about. Drake London, JSN. I kind of like JSN today. I mean, then again, I've been very cold on the Falcons this season. But going up against the Saints, yeah, Sam Darnold might have some issues with Cam Jordan being all up in his face. But I don't hate that at all. Dak or Herbert, and Kraft or Juwan. Ooh. Who the fuck? Oh, go Dak. I'm sorry. I don't know why I thought about that for longer than a second. Go Dak. The last 2 weeks, quarterbacks that have played against the Bears have won NFC Player of the Week. So, yeah, Dak Prescott. I'm taking Dak overs on everything. Like, give me Dak plus 250 yards. Give me Dak over 10 rushing yards. Give me Dak over, 24 and a half completions. Give me Dak and CD Lamb. Give me Dak for a touchdown. Fuck it. We're going to have some fun with Dak today. Dak Prescott is going to make you wonder, like, why is he not in the MVP conversation today? Because he's playing Da Bears. And then Kraft and Jennings, I like Tucker Kraft a lot more. Whether they, rotate him in and out more due to injury, going up against a difficult Browns defense is going to be TBD. But nah, man, I like Kraft. I got Kraft starting today. That's where I'm at. What are we at? Okay, Dunze, Pittman, Garrett Wilson, and ETN. Pick 2. Give me Michael Pittman going up against that Titans defense, which hasn't been all that solid. Give me... I'd roll the dice with Garrett Wilson over ETN. That's just that's a tough pick, but I would roll the dice with ETN. I mean, Wilson. You're fucked either way, honestly, in my opinion. Trade Chase Brown for Pollard, Warren, and DJ Moore. Drop Kittle. I don't blame you. Panic. Trade Chase Brown for a washed-up Cowboy, for Warren, and then for a Chicago Bear. I'm going to say no. You're going to need you're going to need a little bit more. Tyler Warren's solid. That's the big part of this trade is Tyler Warren. I think you're going to be better with Chase Brown. You could go find another tight end on the waivers. At least I just don't like that trade because you got to take DJ Moore. That's more of a punishment than anything. That ain't helpful. Drake May or Jones, but I also have a Colts kicker. I mean, so we have such a small sample size. What do you believe? Do you believe that the Steelers' defense is that bad? Do you really believe it's that bad? Then go May. If you know in your heart of hearts that this is Mike Tomlin, those boys had a bad week at practice this week. There was a lot of running, probably a lot of drills. I think this defense is going to look in shape. And plus, Indiana Jones is, and again, small sample size, but Indiana Jones is a dog. And he's playing exactly like he played when he was with the Giants, when he had Saquon, a good O-line, and a couple targets on the outside. That's exactly how he's playing. And a competent head coach. I would say more competent than Dable, and that's why Dable's seat's getting a little hot. So that's what I'd be looking at there. Mariota or Browning, backup for Daniels. Ooh. Mariota. No, Jake Browning, listen, you put a quarterback that can put a ball within 10 yards of Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, he's going to be fine. He's going to be fine. That's just how it goes. And so I would probably go Browning. Now, Browning gets injured. That's going to be because they still got that O-line. That Bengals O-line is going to give quarterbacks nightmares. I bet you colleges show tape of Bengals games for O-line. They're like, hey, don't do this shit. Gonzo, what you got? Kamara, Allen, or Pickens in the flex? Bro, go Pickens. Pickens either is about to, and Nathan, thank you for the follow, bro. Pickens is either about to fight like everybody on the Bears defense, or he's going to go for 500 yards and 7 touchdowns. This Bears team is so bad, guys. It's so bad. Like they hurt me. It hurts to watch them. Jenny, thank you for the follow. But it's rough to watch, and it's going to be a miserable game today. Will I sit through it? Absolutely. I'm probably taking Caleb Williams for an interception or 2. Maybe 3 if I think he's going to be that bad. That Cowboys defense, I know they lost Micah Parsons and they are missing that like big pass rusher, but that secondary isn't nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be this year, so I'll give them credit where credit's due. And like I said, the last 2 quarterbacks that have played against the Bears were NFC offensive player of the week. Need I say more? Dak Prescott about to have a day. ETN or Connor? James Conner? Give me James Conner. I hope that's who you're talking about. I love my boy James. And that 49, I'm cautiously on the Cardinals today. I don't think Mac Jones is going to play nearly as bad as everyone thinks he will. I know, what he's done in the past and everything, but Kyler Murray stepped it up. Our O-line still isn't doing what I want it to. Everyone's injured on defense, but all of their receivers are injured and tight ends injured. I'm looking at the Cardinals today, plus money line. I'm not going to mess around with the points. Looking at the under 44.5. I don't think this is going to be a high-scoring game. It's also a divisional matchup. And that secondary for the 49ers can be Swiss cheese sometimes. So Marvin Harrison, Jerry Jeudy. Ooh, I kind of like Jeudy today. Again, I as a Cardinals fan, I don't trust Marvin Harrison Jr. to catch a football. You know, that's hard, man. That's hard. I'm not going to lie to you. That is very hard. But, you know, Jerry Jeudy, that Packers defense is legit, though. That Packers defense is very, very legit. So I'd be going, I don't know. You're in a tough spot, bud. I'm not going to lie to you. Uh-oh. Ooh. Pablo Torre looks like he's finding out more stuff. That's always exciting. Anyway, sorry. Got distracted. What are we talking about? Jacoby Meyer, Jalen Warren at the flex. Give me Jacoby Meyer. Love what Jacoby's been doing. Algier or Hampton? I'd go Algier. I don't know if we can trust Hampton right now. I don't know if that's the right play. I don't know if the Chargers are going to keep using him. I don't know what the plan for the Chargers is right now. I wish I knew because I drafted Amari and Hampton in a bunch of leagues and I would love to use him or you trade him, but I can't do that right now. I think but the thing is, the Chargers have gone with such a pass-heavy offense, and that's so unlike Harbaugh and unlike anything he's really done as a coach. He's usually very, run first, defense, et cetera, but he's letting Justin Herbert open it up, and unless they really start to get him involved in the pass game, I'm getting a little worried on that. But against this Broncos team, yeah, they may run the ball a shit ton today, so I would look at Amari and Hampton. Wicks, Golden, or Amarian? I'd go Golden. I'm starting Golden today. That Browns defense is solid. I think Jordan Love and those boys are going to really open it up, and I think Golden is going to be that nice second option check down guy this week. Adams or Igbuka? I would look at Devontae. I think the Buccaneers have a better matchup. But that Jets defense does look a little bit better since Salah left, but not that much better. So Mayer Hurts. I mean, I don't like either if we're going to be completely honest. I mean, listen, Jalen Hurts may not be able to do the touch push anymore. If they actually start calling that shit, it's going to be a different Eagles team because those 3rd and 1s are suddenly going to turn into 3rd and 6s. 3rd and 11s. It's going to be a much different game. So Jalen Hurts may have to open it up. You got to trust that he's able to do it. We just haven't seen him do it much this season because he hasn't needed to do it so far. So why would he? I get that kind of mentality. And I don't know, man. May, I was feeling good on May last year. Not feeling as hype on him this year. Yeah. Hawkinson or Laporta? Ooh. Again, I think it depends. Do you trust me or not? I think the Ravens are defense is fraudulent. So I'd probably be looking at Laporta. Hawkinson, though, I mean, you got Wentz throwing the football. Let's not forget what that looks like. It sometimes is not the prettiest thing, but that Bengals defense, that's awful. How is it that I hate the Bengals. I hate the Bengals. What a mismanagement. So unfortunate. Browning or Mariota? I'd probably go Mariota. I like Mariota a little bit more. I've just seen more Mariota than I've seen of Jake Browning. I know we've watched Jake Browning, but my experiences with Mariota have usually been better than my experiences with Jake Browning, so I'd probably go with Mariota. What else? Penix or Knicks? Ooh. Neither. I mean, we really got the Wolves pull over eyes for 3 games at the end of last season with Michael Penix. For real. I mean, they're going up against the Panthers. Panthers haven't looked good whatsoever. I mean, Bryce Young has had moments here and there, but that defense hasn't been as staunch as I would like it to be. I think the Falcons will take this one. Michael Penix probably going to run that football a lot for you, which we would love. So I'd look at that. What else are we looking at? Hawkinson Hawkinson, Ferguson, Pitts, Hawkinson. Ooh, Ferguson, though. Nah, Hawkinson. Which two should I start? Tet, A.J. Brown, Swift, or Golden? Ooh. I mean, I don't hate T-Mac in that spot. I don't. I think A.J. Brown's going to have a difficult day. I'd probably go Golden, though. I might look at starting Dobbs if that's what you're looking to do. And just because I do think the Packers are going to need to spread this ball out a little bit, and I think he'll be a good spot there. JJ, thank you for the follow, brother. K9 or Jacobs? I'd go Jacobs. Sorry, I've seen that, but I'd go Jacobs. Kenneth Walker, Jacobs, I'd go Kenneth Walker. No, I'd go Jacobs still. I got distracted. What are we doing? Bo or Penix? Oh, sorry, Gonzo. I got distracted on that one. I'd go Penix. I mean, I know Bo Nix is throwing that football a lot more, but that Chargers defense has looked real solid, and I think that's going to cause them a lot of issues. Home for the Chargers isn't really a home game. We all know that, but it's going to feel a little bit more like it, I think, with this team playing so well. So I would begrudgingly go Penix. That Panthers defense is trash, dog. Trash. BTJ or Brees at flex and why? You got no other options, bro? That's it? I mean, I guess Brees Hall because fuck it, why not? I hate both of them, if we're going to be honest. So I don't want to even put that out there. Johnny, thank you for the follow. Start Ridley, Devontae, Jacoby, Romeo, Chubb. Ooh. Bro, I'm a big Jacoby Meyer guy. I am. I think him, Romeo, Nick Chubb, though, he's been eating, dog. He's been eating again. I think you got to keep letting Chubb eat. I don't like Ridley. I don't like Devontae. I would more than I lost it. I'd more than likely be looking at Dobbs. Like I said, I think the Packers are going to need to spread that ball out a little bit, really keep the Browns defense on their heels, and so not really knowing where that ball's going, not being able to whatchamacallit, not being able to, double a guy, triple a guy, and just having to go with it more. Oh shit, Ethan, Johnny, Rob D, thank you for the gifts, friends. What else are we looking at? Chase Brown or JT? I like Chase Brown a lot. Oh, I can pay my bar tab. Thank you, guys. Caleb Williams, Pat Mahomes. Listen. All right. PSA for everybody out there right now. And I mean everybody listening, everybody watching. You need to know this if you're going into the rest of this football season. Yes, every once in a while, somebody on the Chicago Bears will do something cool. Not only will they do something cool, it may result in positive yards. It may result in a touchdown. But that does not prevent a duck from being a duck. Okay? And that is what the Chicago Bears are. They are a duck. They are a bad team. They're a bad team that may be heading in the right direction. I think Ben Johnson's in a really bad place with a really shitty GM. And we're going to go into another cycle of the Bears firing their GM, keeping the head coach, keeping the rookie. They get a new GM in there. They draft another rookie quarterback. So you can't have two rookie quarterbacks. So you get rid of the other rookie quarterback. They go off to be successful. The Bears then suck again because we have a new rookie quarterback, fire the head coach, cycle repeats. So Patrick Mahomes. Short answer there. Patrick Mahomes. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Who would I start? PPR, Hollywood Brown, Higgins, or MHJ? I know it's Jake Browning. I would still go T. I mean, I know Hollywood Brown is supposed to be like he's playing fine, but that's all Hollywood Brown knows how to do is play fine. Like, I wasn't excited for him when he came to the Cardinals. I wasn't excited when he went back to the Chiefs. He's just really good at being called a wide receiver. That's honestly, like, that is probably his number one strength, is he's called a wide receiver, and that's his job title. So shout out to him. Adams or ETN? Bro, I think Adams is going to eat. I think Puka is going to be in hell today with that Eagles defense. And I think Devontae Adams is going to be like, hey, guys, you remember me? Matthew Stafford's going to be like, don't worry, Devontae, I do. I remember you. James Conner or Josh Jacobs? Ooh, I love James Conner. I do think he is going to have himself a day against this 49ers team, but you just can't like even start comparing like how Josh Jacobs has looked behind that Packers O-line and how he's been running that football. So I'd probably be leaning Josh Jacobs. TBH. Where are we going? Would I start Nick Chubb for Jennings today? Yeah, just to be safe. Absolutely. That's what I would do, Rob. All right, what else we got? Start 2, Chase Brown, Genty, Mason, Javante. I ain't touching Genty. Let me tell you. He, the coach coming out and saying, yeah, no, it's load management. We're doing load management with Ashton Genty. We don't want to, the quote was something along the lines of, we don't want to beat up a really talented running back with this shitty of a team. And so they're holding him back. They're not really letting him get into the groove of the game. So if you do have Genty on the team, if he doesn't start performing for you in the next couple of weeks, might be a guy you start looking to trade away and get something that you need to beef up a wide receiver room or a tight end room. That's kind of where I'm at with Genty right now. Dude, I'd rip Jordan Mason. Chase Brown will have himself a day. That Vikings defense doesn't look nearly as crisp. But I'd probably rip Jordan Mason. All right, start 2. Jordan Mason, Javante, or Chase. Didn't we just do this? Jordan Mason. Chuba Hubbard. Or Brees or Myers at the flex. All right. Neither. Any. Probably Chuba Hubbard. Not a fan of it. Brees Hall will try to have himself a day. Jacoby Myers, though. I like Jacoby. Do you trust Geno after that last game? I do. But do you? TJ Hackinson or Dalton Schultz? I'd probably rip Schultzy. I love me some Dalton Schultz. I think Dalton Schultz, he's poised to have himself a good game. Let me double check something real quick. Sorry, one more thing. Yeah, I'd rip Schultz. Listen, CJ Stroud is at a point where, yeah, he's going through a little bit of a regression, I think, as a quarterback, which happens, which is fine. Like, it's nothing that I'm going to hold against him for forever. But what do we see a lot of young quarterbacks or struggling quarterbacks do when they need to kind of just get back into a groove? We either see them throw swing passes or bubble routes to their running backs, or we see the tight end on an arrow. And so I think they need to start getting Schultz involved, especially since he knows what the fuck he's doing. So I'd go Dalton Schultz there. Daniel Jones. Give me Indiana Jones over Jalen Hurts this week. Seriously. Guys, let's really I get it. We want to be hyped about the Eagles. We want to be excited about, the possibility of a team not called the Chiefs repeating. Like, I get it. But this Eagles team looks like it's lost a step. They lost a lot of key pieces. And yeah, they look good, but the public's starting to see it too now. 63% of the bets, 46% of the money coming in at Eagles minus the 3.5. I'm all over the Rams today. I think the Rams, are going to give the Eagles a scare if they don't beat them outright. So no, I would not go Jalen Hurts. All right. Deep cut. De'Ami Brown or Trey Benson in the flex. Jesus, that is a deep cut. Listen, I like Trey Benson a lot. I love what he's been doing for the Cards. I'm not going to lie. I don't know. I have not looked how that's been translating to fantasy points, so that's on me. De'Ami Brown, though. First of all, hell of a football name. Hell of a football name. He's been. I know he's playing well because he's been hitting my highlight reels and stuff, and watching his tape is a lot of fun. I'm going to say go with De'Ami because I want to tell you to go Trey Benson, and I feel like that's a little homer of me. I'll be honest. That's where I'm at with that. All righty, where are we at now? Ridley, Hampton, Diggs, or Johnston? I'd go Stephon Diggs. I would go Stephon Diggs playing against the Steelers team. I mean, you're kind of in a crappy spot. Either way, there is no safe pick here. So I'd go Stephon Diggs. Let the rookie throw it up to him. Let the young kid throw it up to him against the Steelers defense that we can go ahead and label as questionable, which is fine with me. So I'd probably go Diggs. Egbuka or Judy? I'd go with Egbuka. Egbuka for me. I think the Browns are going to have a difficult time with that Packers D. Kupp, Stevenson, Troy, or Hollywood Brown? Give me Kupp. JSN or Rome? Give me JSN. Ooh, Ravens D or Falcons D? Who else is available on the waiver wire that you can pick up? No, I'd probably go with the Falcons D. I mean, if Bryce Young is going to have a breakout game, it's going to be this one. The Ravens defense, you are pretty much guaranteed to have a lot of points run up on them. That's going to be a high-scoring game, Ravens Lions. I don't think that's going to be low-scoring at all. So I'll go Falcons. What else are we looking at? London or Pickens? Give me George Pickens. Give me George Pickens. Like I said, he's either going to fight that entire Bears defense or he's going to score a bunch of touchdowns. I think the Cowboys would prefer a bunch of touchdowns over fights. But if you're looking on those prediction markets, yes, I would take over 2.5 flags on George Pickens today. Sutton or Egbuka? Give me Egbuka, Brandon. Starting Emike, even with injuries and his limited snap. Bro, it might be limited. It might not be limited. You know, he's had a hell of a 2 weeks. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if it's not that serious and they just were like, all right, let's hold him back a bit. Like, let's not make something big this early. Like, you know, we got a long season ahead. So I wouldn't be surprised if it was more like that than it is injury they're really worried about. You know, the amount of times we hear head coaches say, oh, yeah, he's going to be on a snap count today. And then they play the entire game, you know, all their snap counts. And then there's times where, you know, no, we're not worried about this injury. And then you don't, you know, they're Christian McCaffrey. I get it. But, yeah, I'm starting Emike. I'm worried about it. I'm not going to lie, but I'm starting him. I also don't have better options right now. All right, where are we at now? Ashton Genty or Tracy Jr. I would go with Genty and hope that the whole snap count load management thing is bullshit. That's what I would do. That is what I would do. Trade Egbuka for Evans? No, I think Egbuka's upside is much more than Evans. Evans has always been clutch. But once you get Chris Godwin back in there, it's going to be a little bit more distributed out from what we've seen in the past. Penix or Stroud? Nando, my boy. I'm sorry. Neither. No. I like CJ Stroud against that Jaguars defense a lot more. I do. Pick 3 of Dunze, Chase London. No, I'm not going to pick any of those. Tim, thank you for the follow. Like Booker, bro, Debo really just needed to get out of that 49ers wide receiver running back room, huh? I love what he's been doing. I love it. I go Debo all day long. I think he's going to continue to do what he's doing, and he's going to need to help Jalen. Excuse me, not Jalen. Who's starting there? That's Mariota today. Commanders or Ravens D? Ooh, give me. Yeah, give me the Commanders D. I think they'll come away with an interception or two the way Gino's been throwing it. And I'm fine with it, by the way. I'm fine with the fact that Pete Carroll's like, hey, Gino, you see that football? I want you to just go throw it everywhere. Mikey, thank you for the follow. I'm a big fan of just letting him eat and air it out. Big fan of it. Ridley or Wilson? I'd probably go neither. I'd go Calvin Ridley. I like what Cam Ward can do. If Calvin Ridley can figure out how to catch a football with two hands, he's going to have a hell of a season. Keenan Allen or Wan'Dale Robinson. Bro, Keenan Allen's looks so good. And if the Chargers keep going with this, pass first mentality, Harbaugh all of a sudden being, a prophet of the air raid offense, which makes absolutely no sense. It's wild, dude. It's wild. But I'm a fan of it, though. Big fan. NFL's been awesome this year. I'm a big fan of a lot of stuff going on. Mac Jones or Penix? Ooh. Nuh-uh. You really just want to be miserable today. So listen, everyone that plays defense for the Cardinals is injured except Budda Baker, I believe. And I mean, he can do a lot. With that being said, Kyle Shanahan is so good at taking in guys that haven't played in the system and being like, all right, you're about to go out, throw for 200 yards and 4 touchdowns and get those guys ready. So if you want to have a lot of fun today and get excited, I would be looking at throwing Mac Jones in there in the late slate. If you want to play a little bit more safe, I don't know if it's a safe call necessarily, but then you go Penix. But I don't know, man. I haven't seen what I've been wanting to see out of Penix. I just haven't. I'm not down on the guy or anything, but I'm just I'm hoping the tape looks a lot better this week. Start Hurts or Hawkinson? I would go Hawkinson. Pick 3, Brees, Egbuka, Kyren, ETN. Give me Kyren. Give me Egbuka. Give me Brees. I think the Jets are going to need to run the football a lot today. Like, a lot today. All right. Sutton or Quentin Johnson? When did Quentin Johnson get the memo on how to catch footballs? I just wish I would have been in the loop on that, honestly. Like, if I could have gotten, CC'd on that email, that would have been great. I go Quentin Johnson. Keep right in the hot hand until it cools off. I mean, Justin Herbert's been loving him, and I think he's going to continue to love him. He has no reason not to love him. So, keeping that rolling that way. That's what I would do. All right, what are we looking at next? Drake London or Chris Olave? Okay, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to be honest with everyone. I'll be honest with all of you right now. It pisses me off that Spencer Rattler hasn't looked like ass. It really has been pissing me off. With that being said, I would probably go Drake London. I'm not a big fan of either of them, but I think that Drake London will have an easier matchup on the outside against the Panthers. I think Chris Olave is going to get doubled, and even if Drake London gets doubled, he can blow that shit up. Pick 2 of Egbuka, Genti, and Jacobs. Give me Josh Jacobs. Give me Egbuka. Thank you. Michael, thank you for the follow, brother. Take the chance on Kraft or go Juwan. I'm taking a risk. I'm rolling the dice. I'm rolling the dice with Kraft. This is a big game. Like this is going to be a tougher game. I think the way the Packers have been using him, I don't think it's going to be. I think you're talking me out of it now. No, I'm going to stick with my guns here. He's still going to get looks. It's just not going to be the big explosive plays, or if it is, it's going to be one instead of a bunch. But that's where I'm at. Pick 2 out of Egbuka, Tet, Collins, and BTJ. First of all, I don't like that we're calling him Tet. Okay? It's T-Mac. Second of all, give me Egbuka. And I'd probably go Collins. I don't like it. I'd probably go Nico Collins. That Colts defense is tough, man. That Colts defense is tough. Where are we at? All right, just a little bit longer. I got some stuff I got to do before games get going. Jalen Warren, T-Mac. Thank you. Thank you, Liam. Thank you for the follow, and thank you for calling him T-Mac. It is T-Mac, not Tet. It's T-Mac. Drake, thank you for the follow. Anyway, Jalen Warren, T-Mac, London, and Chase Brown. Pick 2. Give me Warren, give me T-Mac. Actually, I lied to you. Give me Warren, give me Brown. Kyron or Etienne? Give me Kyron Williams, bro. Give me Kyron Williams. Kyron is about to run all over the place and have a day. For sure. Cortland Sutton or Amike. Give me Amike. I don't trust Sutton. I don't trust that Broncos team right now. Hollywood or Rondale? I would go Wandale. All right, last couple here. Road Dog, what's good? I'm going to take it. Road Dog, no, that's not how I do it. I take the shirt down once I have a new shirt to replace it. I got to live with this shame. Okay? I got to walk in here, do my show, and live with the shame knowing I picked Illinois money line for my shirt this week. Okay? I got to sit in that shame, Road Dog. Charbonnet or Pollard? Bro, I've been loving what Zach Charbonnet has been doing. JSN or Javonte Williams this week? Give me JSN. Egbuka going to be limited today? Bro, that's what I've been waiting to hear. That is what I've been waiting to hear. I would assume, but it could also be one of those things like, oh, yeah, he's limited, but he's also going to play every snap. Let's see. Does anyone have an update on Emeka Egbuka? Because I haven't seen any updates today, and I've been looking. Okay, report coming out from Ian Rappaport 5 minutes ago. Emeka Egbuka should have no limitations. Emeka should have no limitations per Ian Rappaport. Owen, thank you for the follow, bro. So let's rip Emeka Egbuka. Let's have a day with Emeka. Let's do it. I'm ready. Just says pitch count. Diego, I'm telling you, I of the NFL insiders, like, I trust Rappaport. You know, Adam Schefter gets some shit wrong every once in a while. Dov Kleinman doesn't exist. And then who is that one guy? Who is the guy that Ian Rappaport almost fought at the Combine? What's his name? His dad is like CEO of Starbucks or some shit. I don't know, man. I don't know. Ladder Mike Evans. You have Herbert. If you have, I personally would rip Mike Evans. I mean, did we not watch what Mike Evans did last week and how anytime the, what are they called? Buccaneers were in any trouble, the ball went straight to Mike Evans. And I think that is going to be a pattern that we continue to see. So I'd look at that. Ricky P or Pollard? Ooh, I like Pearsall a lot. And I like him today. I think Mac Jones is going to be able to use him. Mac Jones isn't ass. The Patriots were ass. You know, those are two different things. And it's Kyle Shanahan and the Cardinals. Fuck. Start Ridley or Wandale? I'd start Wandale. Calvin Ridley, I just haven't seen it. Dobbins or DJ Swift? Dobbins. Not a fan, but either of them right now. But got Puka for AJ Brown and Pacheco. People are saying I got scammed. I don't think you did either, Jay Cohen. You got Puka Nacua for AJ Brown and Pacheco. What the hell is AJ Brown even playing? Like, do we have confirmation that he's still on the Eagles, or is he just like in a place reading a book right now and like doesn't know the season started? Nah, dude, you got AJ Brown off your bench. You got Pacheco. You got Pacheco too. You're chilling, bro. You fleeced. You were the fleecer, not the fleecee. You're chilling, bro. Dane, thank you for the follow, bro. What else are we looking at? Sit one wide receiver, T. Higgins, MHJ, sit at MHJ. No. I'd probably sit Sutton. I think Bo Nix is going to be miserable today. Crafter, Kelsey. Why is this game Sunday Night Football? Why is this game Sunday Night Football? By the way, give me the Chiefs minus 6.5. Actually, I lied. Give me Chiefs minus 2.5. I'll take that line better. But it's Sunday Night Football. It's New York. His fiance will probably be there. I'm sure the NFL will want to make sure that Travis Kelce has a big game in prime time. Watch for those flags to come out. Just saying. It's the Giants. Egbuka or Chase Brown at the flex. Give me... Ooh, I kind of like Chase Brown this week. I think they're going to need to run the football against that Vikings defense, and I think they're going to be able to. But Egbuka's a dog. Egbuka's always been a dog, always has been, always will be. And will continue to be. DJ Moore, Cortland Sutton, neither. Give me Cortland Sutton. Alrighty. Just a couple more. And then we've got an hour before games. Let's rock, baby. Egbuka or Hollywood? Give me Egbuka. Oh, no, Debo. Throw Debo. Egbuka or Debo, and you're chilling. Hollywood or Ridley? I would rather trust that Calvin Ridley learned how to catch a football in the last 2 weeks over Hollywood Brown. Give me Ridley. You're saying Egbuka is on a snap count, Jake? I'm not seeing that, bro. I ain't seeing it. Ooh. Xavier Legette out for the Panthers today. Official now. All right. Brock Bowers and Tucker Kraft. Kraft at flex instead of DJ. I don't trust this Bears team. It might just be my personal bias at this point. I think the Cowboys are about to curb stomp these fools. For real. Defensively, offensively, this Cowboys team is going to look like they're ready to win a Super Bowl today. Bill, Scat, Diggs. Give me... Oh, go with Bill and Scat. I would go young. Go with the young ones today. Renfro or Ja'Cory today? Bro, Renfro's back. Renfro's back. I like the matchup he has today. Give me Renfro. Mason, Chase Brown, and Pearsall. Give me Chase Brown. Give me Jordan Mason. Ridley or Sutton. If you have to, Elias, I'd go Ridley. Hampton or Henderson? Hampton. Dude, Kyron or Egbuka? Hugo, you got a problem there, dude. You got two fucking awesome people who should be starting today, and you're only going to start one of them. I would probably go with Egbuka. He's going to have an easier matchup. Pick 3 lad, AJ. Pickens. Give me Pickens. Give me lad. Garrett Wilson or Tetmac. It's T-Mac. It's T-Mac, y'all. Give me T-Mac. Debo or Bill? Ooh. Are you going to go with Debo or are you going with Ja'Cory Krasky Merritt? I don't know, man. I would. They both should have good games. I'd probably go with Bill though. Johnny Smith, love Johnny Smith, but I would probably go Tucker Kraft. Stafford or Mariota. I would go with Stafford. It's a risky pick. I do think Stafford is going to expose this Eagles secondary a little bit, so that's where I'm coming out with that. Daniel Jones or Jordan Love? Ooh. Give me Jones. That Titans defense looks dog shit. Ooh. McConkey or Dobbins? Ooh, give me McConkey. Kraft or Fannin? Give me Kraft. Choose to start one at flex, one at running back. Kamara, Chuba, Zay Flowers. Give me Kamara at running back and then Zay. I like it. Travis Kelce or T. Higgs? I'd probably go with Kelce. Not super confident with that, but I'm more confident with that than with T. Higgins. And I think T. Higgins is going to play fine. I think Jake Browning is going to play fine. I think that Bengals-Vikings game is going to be a shootout between these backups, but Kyren or T-Mac, I would go with Kyren. I would go with Kyren Williams over T-Mac. Give me a Mike over Franklin. Pearsall, Pollard, T-Mac, or Igbuka. Jennings out too. Oh, Jennings is out, damn. I'd probably go with Pearsall and Mbuka. Jay Wilder, thank you for the follow, brother. Igbuka over T-Mac. Bill or Hampton? Give me Bill over Amari and Hampton any day. Any day. Mick Tasty, thank you for the follow. Mike or Swift at flex? Give me Mike. Give me Mikey. Mike Evans all day. I hope you're talking about Mike Evans. Ertz or Hawkinson? Give me Ertz. No, Hawkinson. I lied to you. Give me Hawkinson. I like that matchup with that Bengals defense a lot more. Pearsall or Bill? I'd go with Bill. Give me Bill. Pickens or Marv? Give me Pickens. That Cowboys team about to put up a lot of points. Murray or May? I would probably go with Kyler Murray over May. I'm having a difficult time with this Steelers team. I need to watch more tape, see if this defense really is legit or not. And I'm hoping that this week gives me more answers than it leaves me with questions like last week did. McConkey or Myers? I'd probably go with McConkey. BTN or Hampton? I'd go with Hampton. Not a fan of either right now, but I'd go with Hampton. Mahomes or Herbert? That's a great question. I'd go. Ooh. I would go with I'll go with Herbert. I'll go with Herbert all day. All right, Stroud or Mariota or Browning or Rodgers? I would go with Mariota or Rodgers, Jacob. I think you flip a coin between those two and you're going to be in a good spot. Pearsall, Olave, or DJ Moore? I'd probably go with Pearsall. Bill Hunter or Wandale at the flex? Ooh, give me Bill. Jacob, thank you for the follow, bro. Mbuka, Golden, Ridley, or JCM? I'd probably go with Matthew Golden if you're worried about Mbuka's health and worried about a snap count or anything. I think Golden's going to have himself a nice day. Sutton or Ridley today? Probably Sutton. No, I'd go Calvin Ridley over Sutton. That Denver offense just hasn't shown me shit, and I don't think they're going to show me shit today. JSN. Give me JSN over Wandale all day. Yeah, you got to trust Sam Darnold to throw footballs, which is scary, but love what JSN's been doing. Give me Laporta over Zach Ertz. I think Ertz is going to get swallowed today. I think Laporta's going to run free like a stallion. Judkins, Gainwell, or Travion Henderson? None. I guess Gainwell if I have to. Nah, Trayvon Henderson should have a good game eventually, right? Garrett, will JSN play? I've not seen anything that says JSN isn't playing due to illness. With that being said, let's see what Rappaport's got to say about this, or someone. Yep, there we go. Oh, wow. Oh, nope. Never mind. I'm not seeing anything, so I think he'll be fine. Might be a flu game for him, actually. Diggs or Ibuka, he's on a snap count. Adi, I have not seen anywhere that Ibuka is on the snap count. Ian Rappaport came out about 15 minutes ago reporting that he will not be limited today. So take that how you will. With that being said, I would go with Ibuka still. Geez, chat's going fast. Thank you, guys. Keenan or Ibuka? I'd go Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen's been a dog. And we know that Justin Herbert's been loving him. Ibuka or Pearsall, even though Ibuka is going to be limited. Again, I have not heard Ibuka is going to be limited. I'm hearing the opposite. I go with Ibuka. And even if he is limited, I mean, that means they're going to make sure they use him right when he's out there. K9 Kamara or Javonte? Give me K9. And honestly, Kamara's been solid. I go Kamara. Hampton or Merrick? Give me Bill. I'm a big Bill guy. Give me Bill. Give me. I would take Pickens over Ibuka this week. I mean, yeah, CD's going to eat, but I think Pickens is going to get a lot of looks too. Give me Keenan Allen at the flex. Love what Keenan Allen's been doing. Jalen Warren or Genty? I'd probably be looking at Warren, just because they've said Genty is essentially being load managed. Trade Hall and Warren for Rice and Genty. I don't hate that. Don't love it. I like it. I think you win in that trade, though. It's Austin. Is it really Austin? How we feel about Garrett Wilson with Taylor? When a backup quarterback comes in, two things can happen. One, it's a much-needed boost the team needed, changes things up a little bit. Maybe if they weren't playing well, gives them a spark on the offensive side, and they go off and have an incredible game. Or they go out and shit the bed. So it's whatever you believe. I'm on the fence, honestly, with that, both of that. Especially with Tyrod. We just haven't seen a lot of Tyrod recently, and so that worries. Keenan Allen or ETN? Give me Keenan Allen. Herbert loves Keenan Allen. I love Keenan Allen. That's how that's going to work. But hey, all right, guys. I do have to go and get some stuff done before the game start today, so I'm going to head off and sign off. But hey, thank you all for listening. Thank you all for watching. Shout out to everyone here on Rumble, over on YouTube, X, TikTok. Y'all are the best. If you like what we're cooking, please hit those like buttons, hit the follow buttons. Does help us out a lot more than you know. But with all of that being said, have an incredible Sunday. Enjoy the football today. Good luck. God bless. I'll see you guys next time on Degenerate Takes. Have a good one.